Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code Starco to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is pretty simple guys. You go in settings, use promo code, and you enter the code Starco, STARKO. You press OK and you will receive your free pack. So guys, today we're going to talk about the latest half pig that got released, Archie and Row. If I'm not murdering the name, Archie and Row Ranger guys, half pig that actually give us finally a global idea of what half pig is going to look like. Obviously we don't have the official half pig leadership, but we do have Goram leadership that actually makes the half pigs very strong. So for half pig to actually go with him, and today we're going to talk about the latest edition, which is Archie and Row. That actually is the name, and you can see here the team. This is going to be the team you're going to want to be using for your half pig, at least until the 5th half pig gets released and you actually get the leadership. So you will want to use and structure Goram as a lead with the Bar and Rel, Scent, Inturion, Archie and Row, Ambu, and Lance. This is the team that you will need to use. By the way guys, we have a character spotlight for every single one of them except Ambu and Lance. That is actually coming in the following days. Well, it's actually supposed to be today, but since we got the latest edition, we're gonna do the latest edition first, Archie and Row, and then in a few days we're gonna be doing Ambu and Lance. So let's jump into Archie and Row. The way this is gonna go, it's pretty simple guys. We're going to take a look at the skills, which skills should you get to level 6, level 7, which skill you should keep at level 5. We're going to talk about runes, artifacts, stats, and then we're going to be jumping in some gameplay. We're going to have arena gameplay, and we're going to have guild raid gameplay. This is going to be the process, so let's get started here guys with the skills. First, we're going to start with the skills on the right, the passive ability, which is Sharpshooink. Sharpshooink. Wow, that is actually pretty hard to say, but yes, that is actually that. I love the name they actually give to this shit. That's awesome. But anyway, passive ability, if your character's at oink, Archie and Row gain a 40% potency increase, which is actually pretty great to apply bleeding. You're gonna see later on. And if there's no oink, Archie and Row gain 25 speed. At the end of the turn, if they landed a critical hit during that turn, gain oink, otherwise lose it. So basically you can see here potency is going to be important. You're going to have critical rate, critical chance in this game is going to be very important, because you need to be able to critical hit to actually get that oink going, and you actually get that 40% potency increase. But if you don't have oink, it's actually not that bad. Getting 25 speed, it definitely gives you a little boost here. And if you actually reduce that to level 6, you lose 10% potency and 5 speed. So this is definitely going to be one of those abilities that is recommended to get to level 7, but level 6 will still perform in a good capacity. Now if we move to the next ability, go Piggy. Piggy, go Piggy. Piggy, go Piggy. Okay, star code, that's it's early guys, sorry. So if you get this ability to level 7, you gain an extra 2 ace and 10% meter, which is actually going to be awesome ability. Level 6 is going to be the minimum you want this ability. But now if we talk about it, if it's level 7 guys, gain damage increase, critical damage increase, accuracy increase, and ace for 2 turns. If you actually lose that, you lose that ace for 2 turns, and you lose 10% turn meter that we're going to cover next. Recover 30% turn meter, and additional 10% for each stack of bleeding on an enemy. So every time you hit the attack, you're gonna recover 30% turn meter if it's level 7, 20% if it's level 6, and yeah. Other than that, and then after that, if you don't get it to level 5 is going to be 20% too. That's what I'm going to try and say here. If you get it to level 6, well, if you attack target that's bleeding, you're going to get not attack target bleeding, but if there's bleeding targets on the enemies, you're gonna get 10% turn meter for every bleeding target that is actually out there. So if you have 5 bleeding targets, you're gonna get 20% turn meter plus 50%, so 70% turn meter pretty much. And if you get those stacks up and up and up, you could actually get this guy to go to just have full you know, for example, you got 8 stack of bleeding on whose name, the phase 4 in the tier 4 in the raid. Basically he's just going to be attacking over and over and over and killing the guy. You're going to be able to solo him, at least in theory. I don't know, and if in practical way it's going to be possible, but in theory that could actually be possible as long as you have all that stack of bleeding apply, which is 8 stack of bleeding apply on the enemy. Now this is in theory. I haven't been testing. I'm not going to be testing it. Other people will test it, and they will give the answer that, you know, those pro for raids. Personally, I don't really do that kind of stuff. I usually get my guildmates to record great gameplay for me, because I don't like to focus on the raids. It's pretty boring for me. But yeah, that can actually be a possibility here. So that level 6 is going to be very important, and that level 7 more important. If we move to the next ability, we have triple shot. Fire 3 shot at the enemy. Each just shot deal 210% physical damage. Oink, inflict bleeding for 2 turns, no oink. Restore 15% turn meter for every hit, and each hit has a chance to critical hit, obviously. And well, if you get one of those as critical hits, you're gonna keep your oink, which is, or gain oink at the end of the turn, which is what you want. So this ability, you can see here, if you get it to level 7, you get 50% physical damage, bleeding lasts 1 more turn, and 5% turn meter. This is an awesome ability to have at level 7. If you have it level 6, your bleeding will last 2 turns instead of 3 turns. You're gonna lose 5% turn meter per hit, which is 15% turn meter if you all 3 targets hit. And after that, what is it? Well, you're gonna lose. You're gonna get, you know, 3% turn meter here. Wow, what I'm saying here? I lost what I'm saying, guys. Okay, so okay, if at level 6 ability, if it's at level 5 ability, that's where I was. Sorry guys, I kind of lose my focus thinking about what I was doing at the same time. My bad. Level 5 ability, you know, lose 45% physical damage. 25% chance to yeah, this ability needs to be level 6. You cannot have 25% chance 25% less chance to actually inflict bleeding. That's going to be bad, so you need to have that bleeding 100% chance to apply, so your potency can come in effect to, you know, to have a guaranteed chance to apply that bleeding. If that's 75%, well, it's never going to be guaranteed that you can actually apply that bleeding, which is bad. So you want to have that ability at least at level 6. Level 7 is even better. And then you have the basic ability here, shoot and beat. Deal 270% physical damage to an enemy. Oink, inflict bleeding for 2 turns. No oink, guaranteed critical hit. So basically, if you have no oink, just use that basic ability, guys. So you are guaranteed to get that oink rolling, and then after that, you are good to go. So this ability, level 5, level 6, level 7, does not matter. All matters that you get the guaranteed critical hit, which is from level 2. So that is all that matters. So this ability can be level 5. This ability can definitely be level 6. This ability is a must at level 7, and this ability is your choice. You can have it at level 6 or level 7, but mandatory level 6 in my opinion. So this is the way to actually get those ability to their level. Next, we're going to talk about stats, guys. We're going to jump into the rune section here. So what's going to be very important on this, guys, to get his critical chance as high as possible, is potency as high as possible, and his speed as high as possible. So you will want to have critical chance in speed and potency on every rune if you can afford it. Personally, I've been buying all my runes on my live account from the rune shop lately because of those 5 stars and 4 stars and gold runes that are so good. So I kind of did the same on the test server here. So basically, you want to have over 200 speed. That's always the basic. You want to have over 80% potency, and you want to have as much critical chance as possible. So that second ability, critical hit as often as possible. This is what's gonna be very important on this character. So my recommendation is to go with 6 potency runes and just try to get as much critical chance as possible, and then go with a critical chance artifact that you get to level 4 stars or 5-star. You can see here the stats, guys. Critical chance, potency, speed, speed primary with some potency. Actually missing critical chance on this one. Here you can see potency, speed, again missing critical chance on this one. Here critical chance primary is going to be the most important with some speed and a potency. This one has speed, critical chance, and potency. Actually pretty awesome rune, except the speed that is very low. Here you will want to have potency as primary with some speed and critical chance if you can get critical chance. And you see the pattern here, guys. Speed, potency, critical chance, everywhere you can actually have it to get those stats as high as possible. And then if we look at the artifact we're actually running, we're running with the loot success, pretty much landing critical hit, increase your critical damage by 2.5%, stack 4 times per battle. At 5 stars, this artifact will give you 24% critical chance, which is a lot, and a lot of HP too, which is why I went with the looted success, because I wanted to have that HP up like that as much as possible. So this is the way to build this character. It is pretty simple. If you have no oink on this characters, the attack you want to launch is actually getting your critical chance, your critical hit done. So if you have no oink, you want to use a basic ability to apply that critical hit on the first turn, and then after that, every time you have no oink, this is the ability you want to use. You know, it's a pretty standard character to play. It's just use your buff on cooldown, use your better ability on cooldown. If you have oink, use your second skill so you can apply more bleeding, and that's pretty much the way it works, at least in my personal opinion. So we're gonna be jumping in the arena next, guys. We're gonna be fighting a similar team with similar power here. This team actually did a little switch. They have Eric instead of whoever we're going to be putting there. I think it's Imbuing Lance. So we're going to see how it perform with Imbuing Lance and without Imbuing Lance, pretty much, because that's my team, guys. We're going to set it on the top play. Similar power, it's there 1000 difference in the power, so you can see the teams are pretty much similar. And we're gonna take a look at how this whole team perform now that we actually have Archie and Ro in it, and also we're gonna take a look at Archie and Ro damage at the end of this run to see what kind of damage he actually does. I think that's gonna be very important to see. So we're gonna wait till the fight is over here. Basically this thing, I do think that this thing could actually become a meta team, but you'll definitely need to bring Eric Shellbreaker in this team to actually, this team has the potential to be a meta team, so it might actually not be that optimal here for PvP. But right now we're having fun with this team. We're gonna see what kind of damage we can actually throw out there. So far it's actually a pretty even fight. Oh, I just took the lead here, so we should actually be turning this into a good victory. Although we just got stunned on Archie and Ro, maybe we can get a healing here. There we go. I love the Imbuing Lance heal. It's actually pretty damn strong, by the way, guys. So it's definitely something, characters that will be worth a building event without a full I mean, he's a good plug-in play healer without a single doubt. So here we're gonna take a look at the damage that was done. Now we want to see, is it him? I think that's Archie and Ro, right? So 192,000 damage. So you can see he gets the job done. He was our top damage, if I'm not mistaken, unless that, no, that's Imbuing Lance. Yeah. So Archie and Ro is the first one, so damage, he was the reason why we did so good in this fight. So he had the damage. Now we're going to compare him in a Gilraid fight. Now Gilraid might actually be a little bit more complicated because we're going to be testing it against the Mega Wheel phase, so we are going to be taking a lot of damage, which when we do, you know, faster ability, when we do triple attack ability on Mega Will, that might actually kick her ass. But the thing is that I think that's going to be a team for phase 4, but we can reach phase 4. That will require way too much work on the test server to reach that. And against Solius, is not going to be, this team is not going to be able to perform for the specific reason that don't have buff removal, so you have to deal with the tank and all that shit, and you won't really be able to do much damage on Solius. So Mega Will might actually, in the first 3 phases, might be the best phase for the half-pig team. So let's go pick Goramir. Let's select half-pig and let's put the 4 half-pig in there. And let's see how this team is gonna perform. Now, if we're gonna do over 500,000 damage, I'll be happy. If I don't, I'll be sad. No, if I don't, that will mean that this team is not gonna performing well on this fight. That's pretty much what it tells me. So let's see what we're gonna be able to do here. We're gonna start with damage increase count, and we're gonna try to kill this one as early as possible, because if Kara goes to apply that bleed, that daze can be very annoying. So we're gonna try to avoid that way, as that's the healing. We don't want a healing yet. And you can see ambulance actually do a lot of damage. No, we're gonna try to kill this one again. We got more stack of bleeding, so it's actually pretty useful. Oh, we're gonna stun. That's perfect. This guy is gonna be dying pretty soon now. What that one does? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have that much idea for what those skills does most of the time, because I don't pay that much attention, to be honest. But anyway, let's bring some minions. Let's do some attack here. And dead again, so Kira will not be applying that daze, which actually might help us a little bit here. So we were working on this guy. Damn, that hurt, bro. Yep, we just lost this guy. That's the disadvantage against Mega Will, is that if you do a multi-attack, it's gonna hurt, and sometimes it will not give you a chance to actually heal, which can actually totally suck. But still, we're gonna be doing the damage we want to be doing. You know, we're already up to 5% damage, almost 6% damage, and we are still well alive. So we are definitely doing pretty good, at least in my opinion. I like to think we're doing good. Well, we're doing good. That was a massive hit we just took, and now it's gonna be time to actually take the floor probably. But we're gonna be doing about 7% damage here, so it's actually not that bad. It is really not that bad. Now here I can actually go with that, but we're probably not gonna get another turn if I do that, so we're just gonna attack this guy. At least, actually, I could have got another turn. Well, whatever. Here we are dead. We did over 7%, so that's gonna give us about 600,000 damage. That's my expectation. 537 damage. So the team does the job. We could actually get Goram to gear 12. We could get them all of those half-pig to 2 more gear in their gear 11 for each, and do probably around 700,000 damage if we wanted to. So this team has the potential to do a lot more damage than we did in this fight, so definitely it's going to be a pretty solid team. Now if we can actually get a bleed team around Archie in a row for phase 4, that will definitely be goddamn OP to face the dragon on phase 4. If you can restore turn meter, 100% turn meter every time you attack, when you are up to 100 8 bleeding stack on the boss, and that will definitely work very good. That still need to be tested, so if somebody tested and have the information about that, let me know in the comment section, as always, guys. So this was Archie and Roll. Hopefully this video will help you in deciding if you're gonna be getting this character or not. Personally, I'm willing out for it. Well, willing out, spend $50 to actually get as many arrow stone as I can for him. I definitely want to build him. I want to build my half-pig team as soon as possible, so it's definitely going to be part of it. Anyway, guys, this is what we had to talk for today. Now, if you test it out, if you play him, if you enjoy the character, let me know in the comment section. If you don't like him, let me know in the comment section too, and tell me why, guys. Anyway, you all keep enjoying playing a Dragon Champion. I will see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.